Gautama Buddha once beautifully stated, "You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." This statement highlights the important idea that although it's admirable to help others, ignoring our own needs can have negative impacts. Today, we're tackling a subject that's often praised, but seldom critically examined: the act of helping others. In a society that values kindness and extols the virtues of altruism, the potential drawbacks of always being available to assist others can be overlooked. Join us as we explore the less discussed aspects of helping others, revealing 13 unexpected ways it might actually be detrimental to you. We'll discuss everything from the mental strain of martyr syndrome to the gradual weakening of personal boundaries. Get ready to open your mind and reconsider what true compassion means. Let's get started. Number 1. Loss of identity. In our earnest effort to aid others, it's quite common to overlook our own needs. As we dive deep into helping those around us, our personal identities might begin to blur, overshadowed by our roles as caregivers, confidants, or saviors. Picture a situation where our daily life is consumed by addressing the needs of others, from providing a sympathetic ear to a friend in distress, to devoting endless hours to volunteer work. While these acts of kindness are truly meaningful, they can extract a toll, the slow diminishing of our own self-awareness. Over time, our sense of self might be more about our helping role than our own interests, passions, and goals. It's essential to maintain personal boundaries and hobbies to prevent this loss of identity. Taking time out for activities that we love, whether it's painting, hiking, or making music, is vital. These hobbies help us stay connected to who we are and replenish our energy, reminding us that we are not just supporters or caregivers, but complex individuals with our own dreams and needs. Furthermore, setting clear boundaries is crucial to maintain our sense of self while we help others. By defining when and how we are available to help, we ensure there is room for our own needs and priorities. This might mean limiting the time we spend helping others or saying no to requests for help when we feel overwhelmed or drained. Helping others is certainly a noble act, but it's vital not to lose ourselves in the process. By upholding personal boundaries and participating in activities that strengthen our own identity, we can support others from a place of genuine strength and authenticity. After all, we can only truly be there for others in a meaningful and lasting way if we first take care of our own needs. Number 2. The martyr syndrome. Have you ever noticed that you tend to put others' needs ahead of your own? If this sounds familiar, you might be experiencing what psychologists refer to as the martyr syndrome. This condition happens when people consistently prioritize others' well-being over their own, harming their mental and emotional health. This path can have many negative effects. The emotional cost of the martyr syndrome is significant. By always neglecting our own needs to help others, we risk draining our emotional energy and fostering feelings of inadequacy. As Gautama Buddha wisely said, "You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." However, those suffering from martyr syndrome often find it hard to embrace this essential truth. Self-sacrifice, though admirable in idea, can lead to burnout and bitterness. Imagine you're always taking care of the needs of your family, friends, and colleagues, but ignoring your own self-care. Over time, this pattern can diminish your well-being and leave you feeling emotionally exhausted. Constantly trying to be everyone's rescuer can eventually make you feel resentful toward the people you help, and even toward yourself. Essentially, the martyr syndrome is a double-edged sword. While it might earn you praise and admiration from those around you, it often sacrifices your own mental and emotional health. So, the next time you're tempted to put your own well-being on the line for others, remember, Gautama Buddha's words. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. It's perfectly fine to put yourself first sometimes. After all, you can't pour from an empty cup. Number 3. Emotional drain. Helping others often means being there to listen and support them during tough times. This compassionate act is certainly praiseworthy, but it's important to be aware of the emotional toll it can take. When we take on others' problems and traumas without setting clear boundaries, we expose ourselves to significant emotional strain that can affect our own health. Imagine always carrying the heavy load of others' troubles, feeling their pain as though it were your own. Over time, this emotional labor can become too much, leading to exhaustion, burnout, and compassion fatigue. Without proper boundaries, helpers can end up emotionally drained, leaving no space for their own needs and self-care. The value of self-care and emotional resilience is critical when helping others. Similar to how flight attendants advise us to put on our own oxygen masks before helping others, it's vital for helpers to look after their own well-being first. Engaging in activities that refresh and restore us, like enjoying nature, practicing mindfulness, or getting support from friends and family, is crucial for keeping our emotional health in check. Moreover, building emotional resilience is crucial for dealing with the inevitable challenges and setbacks that come with helping others. This resilience allows us to recover from tough situations, establish healthy boundaries, and know when to step back to look after our own needs. By fostering emotional resilience, helpers can keep supporting others without compromising their own mental and emotional well-being. Fundamentally, while assisting others can be deeply fulfilling, it's important to do so with mindfulness and self-awareness. By maintaining boundaries, engaging in self-care, and developing emotional resilience, helpers can continue to have a positive influence while also protecting their own well-being. After all, taking care of ourselves is essential if we want to be there for others in a truly meaningful and lasting way. Number 4. Impact on relationships. Helping others can put a considerable strain on personal relationships, often in subtle but significant ways. While our actions are driven by compassion and a desire to support, a continuous focus on the needs of others can leave us with little energy for nurturing our own relationships. Imagine a partner who devotes most of their time and effort to helping friends or colleagues, causing their significant other to feel overlooked and undervalued. Despite their intentions to be supportive, this imbalance in attention and priorities can breed resentment and unhappiness in the relationship. Moreover, a constant emphasis on aiding others can transform our relationships into transactional interactions focused on giving and receiving help rather than fostering genuine closeness and intimacy. This shift can lead to feelings of disconnection and isolation as the true depth and authenticity of our bonds are eclipsed by our roles as caregivers or rescuers. Implementing strategies to maintain healthy boundaries in relationships is crucial to counter the effects of continuously helping others. This might mean carving out specific times for quality interactions with loved ones, ensuring these moments are free from distractions or external responsibilities. Additionally, it involves open and honest communication about our needs and priorities, which helps build mutual understanding and respect. Moreover, developing empathy and compassion within our relationships can balance our desire to help others with our commitment to maintaining meaningful connections. By actively listening to the needs and concerns of our loved ones, we can foster a supportive atmosphere where everyone feels acknowledged, heard, and appreciated. Fundamentally, while assisting others is certainly a noble pursuit, it's important to be aware of the potential strain it can place on our personal relationships. By focusing on healthy boundaries, transparent communication, and reciprocal respect, We can ensure that our efforts to help others do not undermine our own connections and well-being. Ultimately, the most valuable support we can offer often comes from within the framework of genuine, caring relationships. Number 5. Enabling destructive behavior. In our efforts to help others, it's quite easy to accidentally support destructive behaviors, whether by ignoring unhealthy habits or continuously backing someone in the throes of addiction. Our good intentions can sometimes perpetuate negative cycles instead of encouraging beneficial change. Take, for example, a friend battling addiction. Driven by a desire to support, we might offer money, lend an ear, or excuse their behavior. Although these actions are compassionate, they can unintentionally sustain harmful habits by eliminating the natural repercussions of their actions. Without facing the full consequences of their choices, individuals might not feel compelled to seek help or pursue significant life changes. Striking a balance between support and accountability is crucial when aiding others through tough situations. It's important to provide empathy and understanding, but it's equally vital to hold them accountable for their actions and push them toward taking charge of their recovery. This could mean setting firm boundaries, giving constructive feedback, or directing them to resources and support networks that encourage positive shifts. By finding the right balance between support and accountability, we can truly assist others without enabling harmful behaviors. This approach is essential for empowering individuals to break free from destructive patterns and regain control over their lives, fostering real growth and transformation where they can make healthy choices and envision a brighter, more satisfying future. Number 6. Unrealistic expectations. In the realm of helping others, there's often a tacit expectation to always be available and supportive, regardless of the personal cost. This can lead to unrealistic expectations, both from those we help and from ourselves. Whether it's replying to messages at all hours or always placing others' needs before our own, these expectations can foster a cycle of stress and burnout that's hard to escape. Imagine a scenario where a friend or family member depends on us as their primary support, expecting us to be there for them instantly whenever they call. While our natural response might be to meet these demands to be helpful, the constant pressure to be perpetually available can soon become too much. Setting realistic boundaries and managing expectations are critical for navigating this tricky terrain. This might mean clearly communicating about our availability and limitations, and establishing firm guidelines on when and how we can help. By setting boundaries that honor our needs and priorities, we foster healthy and sustainable relationships. Additionally, managing expectations involves recognizing our own limits and advocating for our right to prioritize our well-being, even if it disappoints others or seems selfish. By redefining what it means to be helpful, we can preserve our health and well-being while still offering support to others. We can start to question the unrealistic expectations that society often imposes on those who help others and take back control over our own lives. Although the pressure to always be available and helpful might be deeply embedded in our cultural norms, it's crucial to acknowledge the impact it can have on our well-being. By establishing realistic boundaries, managing expectations, and standing up for ourselves, we can develop a healthier and more sustainable way of helping others. This approach respects our own needs and priorities while still providing support and assistance to those in need. Number 7. Overlooking red flags. When we dedicate ourselves to helping others, it's easy to miss warning signs or red flags in their behavior. Our eagerness to support can lead us to overlook troubling patterns as mere anomalies, or to minimize the gravity of the situation. Picture a situation where a friend consistently rationalizes their partner's controlling actions, attributing them to stress or short-lived issues in their relationship. Despite clear signs of manipulation or abuse, they might ignore these indicators, hoping they can help their partner change. In such cases, our good intentions could inadvertently allow damaging behaviors to persist unaddressed. It's crucial to develop strategies for recognizing and confronting these warning signs while still protecting our own well-being. One method is to enhance self-awareness and heed our intuition and instincts. If something feels wrong or unsettling, trusting our instincts and delving deeper into our concerns is important, rather than dismissing them. Furthermore, keeping open and honest communication with the person we're assisting is key to effectively addressing these signs. This involves sharing our worries in a non-judgmental and empathetic way, providing support, and encouraging them to seek professional help or make positive changes. By approaching the situation with empathy and understanding, we create a safe environment where the individual can openly share their experiences and concerns without fear of judgment. Additionally, getting support from trusted friends, family members, or professionals can offer invaluable perspectives and guidance in recognizing and addressing warning signs. Consulting with others who might have different viewpoints or expertise can provide crucial insights and help us gain a fuller understanding of the situation. Ultimately, while helping others is laudable, it's essential to stay alert to any warning signs or red flags that might indicate deeper issues or challenges. By fostering self-awareness, keeping open lines of communication, and seeking support when necessary, we can handle these complexities with compassion and integrity. This ensures that our efforts to help are not only effective, but also sustainable in the long run. Number 8. Dependency issues. Have you ever noticed that the more you help someone, the more they seem to depend on you? This situation underscores a critical aspect of helping others, the potential for creating dependency. While our intentions are good, too much help can inadvertently make the people we're trying to assist overly reliant on us, ultimately impeding their growth and self-sufficiency. From a psychological perspective, dependency can develop when individuals get used to receiving help for even minor tasks. Over time, they may start relying on others to solve their problems or fulfill their needs, instead of building their own skills and resilience. This dependency can be particularly damaging when people are capable of handling challenges on their own, but opt not to because of the readily available help. Real-life examples vividly illustrate the negative effects of fostering dependency through excessive assistance. Consider a parent who always intervenes to solve their child's minor problems, like forgotten homework or disputes with friends. Although the parent aims to protect their child from difficulties, they unintentionally deprive them of the chance to learn from their mistakes and develop problem-solving skills. Similarly, in professional environments, managers who excessively control their teams may stifle creativity and initiative, leading to employees who wait for instructions rather than taking charge of their tasks. Ultimately, dependency issues can lead to a cycle of learned helplessness, where individuals believe they can't tackle challenges without help. As helpers, it's crucial to find the right balance between providing support and fostering independence. True empowerment is about giving others the tools and confidence to handle life's challenges on their own. Number 9. Financial strain. One aspect of helping others that's often overlooked is the potential financial strain it can cause. Even with the best intentions, consistently providing financial support to others can carry hidden costs that impact more than just our bank accounts. Consider the situation where you're regularly lending money to friends or family in need. While your initial reaction might be to help without a second thought, it's crucial to consider the long-term effects of this generosity. Over time, the cumulative financial contributions can mount up, potentially threatening your own financial stability and future security. Additionally, the ongoing expectation to serve as a financial lifeline can become a burdensome obligation, weighing heavily on you. You might find yourself forgoing your own financial goals and dreams to accommodate the needs of those you're helping, which can ultimately reduce your own sense of control and independence over your finances. Setting healthy financial boundaries is essential to prevent financial strain when assisting others. This involves creating clear rules for when and how we're prepared to offer financial help, and openly and assertively communicating these boundaries to those involved. It's also important to learn to say no when we're unable or unwilling to provide financial support, even if it feels uncomfortable or challenging at the moment. By establishing healthy financial boundaries and learning to decline requests when necessary, we can ensure that our eagerness to help doesn't jeopardize our own financial health. True assistance goes beyond merely providing financial aid. It's about empowering others to become self-sufficient and resilient in challenging times. Often, the most significant support we can provide is the encouragement and backing for others to become independent. Number 10. Resentment and bitterness. In the act of helping others, a subtle yet significant risk often remains unnoticed: the gradual build-up of resentment and bitterness. Even with the best of intentions, feelings of resentment can slowly emerge, especially when our assistance is neither reciprocated nor appreciated as expected. Imagine investing considerable time and resources to support a friend through tough times, only to feel your efforts go unrecognized and unvalued. Over time, such feelings can deepen, undermining the trust and goodwill that once underpinned the relationship. Resentment can be particularly sharp when the help we provide isn't returned in any form, be it through lack of gratitude, failure to acknowledge our efforts, or an absence of reciprocal support. When we find ourselves in need, these perceived slights can lead to bitterness and disillusionment. Finding healthy ways to address and manage these feelings of resentment is crucial for both our well-being and the health of our relationships. One way to deal with resentment is to try to understand why we feel it towards others. Maybe they're going through tough times or facing their own challenges, which can affect how they act. By realizing this, we might find it easier to forgive them and be more understanding. It also helps to set clear boundaries and express our needs clearly. When we do this, it creates a healthier relationship where both people respect each other's limits, which can stop resentment from building up. Dealing with resentment means facing uncomfortable feelings and talking openly about them, whether it's by writing in a journal, talking to a therapist, or having honest conversations with the people involved. Taking action to deal with resentment can lead to healing and fixing things. By dealing with our feelings in a healthy way, we can let go of bitterness and feel more at peace. Number 11. Self-neglect. In our efforts to help others, we often forget to take care of ourselves. We might spend a lot of time looking after friends, family, or co-workers, leaving little time for ourselves. Picture a situation where we're always putting others first, ignoring things like getting enough sleep, eating right, or taking breaks to relax. Eventually, this neglect can wear us down physically, emotionally, and mentally, leading to exhaustion, burnout, and less resilience. It's really important to remember to be kind to ourselves and take care of our own needs, just like we would for a friend. This means knowing our limits, setting boundaries, and making sure we prioritize our own well-being. Taking care of ourselves can mean different things, like doing things we enjoy, practicing mindfulness, or getting support from loved ones or professionals. When we make self-care a priority, it helps us recharge emotionally, become stronger, and keep helping others in a sustainable way. While helping others is important, we can't do it well if we're not looking after ourselves. By taking care of ourselves first, we not only stay healthy, but also become better at making a positive difference in others' lives. So remember, helping others starts with taking care of ourselves. Number 12. Neglecting personal needs. It's common to forget about our own needs when we're busy helping others. Whether we're supporting a friend in crisis or always putting others first, we might end up neglecting ourselves. Picture a situation where we're constantly available, taking care of everyone else but forgetting about our own health and happiness. Over time, this can make us feel drained, tired, and overwhelmed. When we focus too much on others, we often forget to take care of ourselves. We might not get enough sleep, eat well, or exercise regularly. Without these basic forms of self-care, we become more stressed, sick, and emotionally worn out. It's important to find ways to prioritize our own well-being while still being there for others. One way to take care of ourselves is by setting aside time each day for things like meditation, writing in a journal, or taking a walk outside. We can also make sure we're clear about when we're available to help others, so we have time for ourselves too. It's important to be kind to ourselves and recognize that our own well-being matters just as much as anyone else's. When we prioritize taking care of ourselves, we have more energy and ability to help others in meaningful ways. Basically, while helping others is important, we need to remember to take care of ourselves first. If we're not doing well, we can't help others effectively. By focusing on our own needs and practicing self-care, we make sure we're helping from a place of strength, not exhaustion. It's only when we're okay ourselves that we can really be there for others in a lasting and meaningful way. Number 13. Compassion fatigue. To deal with compassion fatigue, it's important to find ways to take care of ourselves and build up our emotional strength again. One way is to create rituals for self-care that help us feel better emotionally. This could mean things like setting aside time for hobbies we enjoy, spending time with loved ones, or practicing relaxation techniques like deep breathing or meditation. Taking breaks and doing activities that recharge us can help prevent burnout and keep us feeling balanced. It's also helpful to find support from others who understand what we're going through. Talking to colleagues or joining support groups can provide a sense of community and validation, reminding us that we're not alone in facing these challenges. Additionally, setting boundaries around our work and knowing when to take breaks is crucial. It's okay to say no to extra responsibilities sometimes and prioritize our own well-being. By taking care of ourselves, we can continue to help others effectively and sustainably. Dealing with compassion fatigue requires us to actively engage in activities that nurture our well-being and replenish our emotional reserves. Engaging in activities that bring us joy and relaxation, such as meditation, exercise, or spending time in nature, can help us reconnect with ourselves and find moments of peace amidst the challenges we face. Moreover, seeking support from peers, mentors, or mental health professionals can provide a vital lifeline for helpers struggling with compassion fatigue. By sharing our experiences and vulnerabilities with others who understand the unique challenges of helping professions, we can find solace, validation, and guidance in navigating the complexities of compassion fatigue. Furthermore, setting healthy boundaries is essential in preserving our well-being in the face of compassion fatigue. This means learning to say no when we need to, prioritizing our own needs, and recognizing when we're reaching our limits. Practicing self-compassion is also crucial. It involves treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, just as we would a friend who is struggling. By taking proactive steps to care for ourselves and seek support when needed, we can better manage compassion fatigue and continue to make a positive impact in the lives of others. Recognizing our own limits and knowing when to say no is crucial for avoiding burnout and putting our needs first. Likewise, showing ourselves kindness through self-compassion helps us stay strong when faced with tough times. While compassion fatigue can be tough for helpers, it's not impossible to overcome. By taking care of ourselves, getting support when needed, and being compassionate towards ourselves, we can handle compassion fatigue with strength and grace. This means we can keep helping others in a way that's sustainable and meaningful. In the realm of aiding others, it's vital to acknowledge the complexities and potential pitfalls inherent in such a noble pursuit. While the intention to assist is admirable, there are various challenges that can arise along the way, demanding our vigilance and self-awareness. One such challenge is the risk of burning out and experiencing compassion fatigue, where the constant exposure to others' suffering can deplete our emotional reserves and leave us feeling exhausted and overwhelmed. Additionally, there's the peril of unintentionally enabling destructive behaviors or overlooking warning signs, which underscores the importance of navigating the helping journey with careful discernment. To navigate these challenges effectively, it's imperative to prioritize our own well-being through self-care practices. This entails recognizing our own limits and setting healthy boundaries to prevent burnout and ensure that our own needs are met. By carving out time for activities that replenish our spirits, such as mindfulness exercises, hobbies, or spending time in nature, we can rejuvenate ourselves and maintain a sustainable level of energy and resilience. Moreover, fostering resilience is essential for weathering the inevitable storms that accompany the act of helping others. Cultivating resilience involves developing coping mechanisms, seeking support from peers or mentors, and reframing challenges as opportunities for growth. By building our resilience muscle, we become better equipped to navigate the ups and downs of the helping journey with grace and fortitude. At its core, effective assistance requires a delicate balance between compassion for others and compassion for oneself. True support begins with recognizing that our own well-being is paramount and that we cannot pour from an empty cup. By honoring our own needs and boundaries, we not only safeguard our own health and vitality, but also enhance our capacity to make a genuine and lasting difference in the lives of others. In essence, by approaching the act of helping with mindfulness, intentionality, and self-compassion, we can create a positive ripple effect that uplifts both ourselves and those we seek to assist. It's through honoring our own growth and well-being that we can truly show up as our best selves in service to others. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the intricacies of helping others while safeguarding our own well-being. If you found value in these insights and are eager for more wisdom on navigating life with mindfulness and compassion, consider subscribing to our channel, Wisdom Diaries. Together, let's continue to explore the depths of wisdom and cultivate a life filled with purpose, resilience, and genuine connection.